Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura. How y'all doing? There's a lot of fuss about this thing. Thought I'd show you how good it actually is. Now, I will confess, where is this vehicle name? Let's just do it by vehicle name. There it is. I'm not the best in it. Been having a rough time getting used to it. But I kind of like it. There's a good reason. Don't get all uppity with me. Well, let's take a look. Compare it to its competitive brethren. All of which, apparently, at the Tier 4 are Soviet, except for the Swingfire. And I hate the Swingfire. Let us begin with a comparison versus the Swingfire. Now, damage-wise, this is no competition. Higher alpha, much faster DPM. Penetration, well, the Swingfire has missiles, which have very high pen. This thing just has a heat shell. But the heat shell's not bad. Higher hit points than the Swingfire. Slightly more armor than the Swingfire. Not that armor for a Tier 4 AFV is going to make much of a difference. Faster than the Swingfire. Can see further than the Swingfire. Actually, let's double check that with the commander. Vigilant gives 40, that's 80. Minus 80. Yeah, still sees further than the Swingfire by 15 meters. The Swingfire's depression is based on the fact that its missiles arc up. And the Swingfire has no accuracy spread to worry about. So, only thing the Swingfire has is camouflage. Which means until it fires, the Swingfire is slightly better at staying hidden. But as soon as it fires, this thing's going to see it. And also in terms of a combat situation, direct combat-wise, the Swingfire is just not going to kill a BWP. It's going to get murdered by that thing's heat shells. Let's take a look at it versus the BMD. Now, again, the BWP packs a lot more firepower with its heat round, but it doesn't have a missile. Which at Tier 4 is a slight sin. However, it does come with a loader. Which means that it's not an automatic loading system. Its reload rate can improve further. It has slightly more frontal armor, and its armor composition is slightly better, being steel instead of aluminum. However, armor's not going to save you. Again, armor doesn't save you in AFVs. It's slower than the BMD. No surprise. Not as well camouflaged, but it can see further with the same setup. Significantly further. And the same horrific Soviet gun depression. Even if this is Polish. Turchverse, not nearly as snappy, not nearly as accurate. However, slightly quicker aim time. Let's take a look at it versus the BMP equivalent. Now, these are both equipped with this virtually the same equipment. Significantly. Well, hold on. Let's set this up correctly. Switch. Thank you. Now let's take a look. So, against the BMP-1, which is what the Puma is based on, this is the BMP-1P, the equal tier version. It has 18 more penetration on its heat shell for 1 less damage. Now, the difference in rate of fire and therefore DPM is because the BMP-1P gets a firepower retrofit, whereas the BWP, God, this is going to be hard to keep saying back and forth, gets a mobility. Ouch. And I will give you guys retrofit recommendations as usual momentarily. Now, armor-wise, same armor. Exact same armor, exact same hit points. Speed-wise, because the Puma gets a mobility retrofit, it will always either be faster at the top speed or faster to accelerate, depending on which retrofit you give it. Camouflage-wise, surprisingly, the Puma is much better camouflaged. By almost 5%, 4.6% better camouflage. 4.4, excuse me. That's a significant improvement. And even with the exact same equipment setup, as you guys can see, this thing does have Augmented Optics 3 and Sabrina. So does this one. The Puma sees a lot further. This thing's a true Tier 4 Scout. Same turret traverse. Same depression, slightly worse accuracy spread, slightly worse aim time from the BMP to the BWP. So what makes this thing so special? Well, first off, weak point, everything. I mean, I go over these weak points in every one of these reviews, but weak point, just hit it. Seriously, just hit it. But I'm finding I like this thing a lot. The massive view range, combined with the very, very punchy heat shell, is really kind of nice. I mean, 210 penetration, let's illustrate just what that kind of heat shell will do. So, you won't pin the side of the turret of the Leopard 2 AV. However, you will pin the side of a turret, surprisingly, on the MBT-70 on the back section of the turret. You will pin, and these are the biggest, baddest enemies you're going to face. Once the ERA is gone, you will easily penetrate the T-72A. So the first shot being high explosive will decimate this ERA down here, and then it's just nom 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 nom. Which, I gotta say, the PvP footage we got, by the way, that you're about to see is Tier 6, is me versus Tier 6s. And this thing does surprisingly well. I kind of like it. Anyway, let's go take a look at the PvP and then the PvE footage. Alright, so this is looking rough. I mean, one of 3 Tier 4s in a Tier 6 battle. I don't have a missile. Didn't know this thing could get Tier 6. Well, that confirms that. The camo job's nice. I'm pretty sure this could go very badly for me. What about you guys? Now, the 6-second reload is really annoying. And with no loader, this being an automatic loading system, unless you equip a reload retrofit, you're kind of stuck with it. And even then, I think the most you could get it down to between a reload retrofit and a reload commander would be about 5.1, 5-second flat, somewhere in that range, which is not great. Granted, the enemy has 0 AFVs as well, so I have the spotting distance at least, I think, in theory. Well, that was unusually quick. He does get he's marked, right? And I can still slap a Stingray for a pretty picture. You can't poke out with me here, bud. I see all. I have a shot, but it's a iffy shot. Slap you right in your penis. Now, I want to be more aggressive, but I am the low tier here, and I think I almost have a shot at the MBT-70. There we go. There's... Ah. Missed him by an inch. ERA. I wonder who the hell's seeing me. Gotcha. It works really well as a sniper, especially with the really long range and with the improved heat shell. I'm surprised how good it is at just sniping shit. And the gun's actually pretty accurate for a little short barrel. Let's go get this MBT-70 out of here. That or... oh, there's a chief. Did not expect him. Oh, he paid for it. Yeah, let's get this MBT-70 out of here if we can. Or no, let's keep going. Let's go back here to the chieftain. I know he's got those side skirts. Oh, snap, we just spotted a lot of shit. Makes going and hunting that chieftain really unappealing. I think that LAV-300 regrets poor life decisions, and chasing a fox is a pretty poor life decision for an LAV-300. No offense, dude. So hopefully I can come up behind this LAV-300 and take it out. Or come up behind the Stingray. Oh shit. That's an interesting exchange. Ow. Where is my support? Where are my teammates? Come on. Come on, teammates. We need to take some people out here. I'd appreciate it. I mean, it might just be a me thing. I see you, LAB. Where did they go? Where did they go? This turned out to be a pretty good match, despite the fact that I'm really heavily out-tiered. Let's actually start maneuvering around behind, see if I can get some rear shots on these guys. See if I can kill their Artie as well. Oh, there's the Artie. I drove right past him. Or he drove right past me, I don't know. Alright, we'll let him duel it out there. We're going around behind these MBTs, these tier 6 MBTs. At that, as soon as I find a crossing point. Here we go. Let's bring down the hurt. Gotcha. Gotcha. We got us a runner. Gotcha! Woo! God, this thing's a little bit of fun. I mean, it takes some getting used to, but wow, it's a lot of fun. And that augmented heat shell is actually pretty freaking potent, even against like main battle tanks apparently, because I got some pins on some MBTs there too. It takes some finagling with the maneuvering and stuff. Quite a bit of fun. Alright, let's go take a look at it in PvE. Right, we can only do medium PvE because it is a lower tier tank. Alright, let's take a look at it in PvE. One main battle tank, it is Ghost Hunter. I don't think I'm equipped properly. Do I actually have kits? Because if I don't have kits, this might get rough. Oh yeah, I have kits. Yeah, one of my subscribers gave this to me, which I'm not entirely going to argue. And I'm immediately going to review it as quick as I can to get it out there. So, yeah, thank you to, I do believe it was Wart Maldron. I think I pronounced your name correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's Yugoslavian, and I don't speak a lot of the languages there, so I apologize if I butchered your name. But yeah, this has been a fun experience. I hope you guys are enjoying the review, because I'm enjoying driving this thing. I can say I like it. It does You have to drive it for a little bit though. It takes some getting used to, for a lot of reasons. This is not just like the BWP-1. This thing plays enough differently that it takes a little bit of getting used to. Which is why I played about 15 matches in it today. Did my reload time improve? Not that I'm going to argue. Does this thing actually have a loader? Okay, so it has a loader, so the reload time can improve. Stand corrected during my PvP trials with it. I probably said that in the review and then just didn't, you know, actually factor it over, so to speak. And the gun is reasonably potent. I mean, that thing is hitting for a decent amount. Dead. This kitty got claws. I mean, seriously. This kitty got some claws. It really does have some decent hit. It has a good punch. It's not no Sheridan, but it's got enough that it hurts. Let's just keep racking up the kills. Ow. Have at you, Starship. Have at you, sir. Of course I have no armor. But by God, am I punchy. Nuke. Get an HE round in here. And since most of the tier 3, 4, and 5 opponents that you're going to be facing, not the tier 6s I just had to fight, don't have heat protection, and especially don't have HE protection, I'm finding this thing delivers a lot of just screw you straight to your face. Like that. What is the range on this heat shell? Up to 414? Sweet God, that means a critical can do 500. That's not even a missile from a tier 4. That's just the heat round. And it doesn't have AP. It just has heat and HE. So there you go. The Polish boat. It's a fun little boat of death. One of us will kill you. Not sure which one yet, but one of us will get you. I promise you that. Whee! Oh snap, Abbott. Hey Abbott! Bye Abbott! What, I wanted to one-shot him. BMP2, nothing. BWP-1. Oh, I didn't pen. That sucks. Ow. That kind of hurt a little bit. I'm 1 kill short. Oh, let's find this kill. Let's find this destroyer medal. Destroyer medal! I can taste it! Let's go ahead and repair just in case I take another hit so it doesn't instantly pop me. I want my destroyer medal. Oh. That's it. It's over. We killed everything. Sad face. 1 shot! But there you go, guys. We're going to take a look at the stats for the PvP and the PvE right now. And we're going to see how everything turned out. I'd say for PvE, it's actually pretty fun. You one-shot a lot of shit on since you can only put it on a medium difficulty, and for PvP, it's surprisingly decent. I mean, they gave this kitty claws. I like it. Thank you, Poland. This actually gives me a lot of hope for the PLO-1. Another Polish tank being put into the game. So, we'll see how that turns out. Here's the stats. 5,000 damage, 14 kills, 21 spots, 2,100 rep, and 80,000 credits. It makes some decent creds. Let's take a look at the PvP one for you guys, too. I got the Recon Award. I got 2,500 damage, 10 spots, 4 kills. Second place, the Fox did amazing. But I didn't do half bad. And it racks the cred. So if you have a way of getting this tank, I'd seriously consider doing it, because this thing, lots of credits, just flat out, lots of credits. It's a nice little credit earner, and it's a tier 4, so it's totally fun and worth it, at least in my opinion. So does this thing actually have a loader? You were a gunner and a loader. We're going to take rapid fire. And we're going to take smooth ride. So, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more stuff by Fiaura, subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so through Patreon, or you can click on the ad at the end of the video. If you would like to see the previous Armored Warfare video, it's right there for you guys. And that's about it. In the meantime, from my house to yours, I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. So what did you guys think of it? I'd say it's worth it. Also, this is the only armored fighting vehicle premium I want more AFV premiums, Obsidian, because I love me some AFV play. Yeah, don't believe me? Don't. Almost all of, over half of my battles are in, actually, it's down there at the bottom. Yeah. Almost half my battles are in AFVs. I love me some AFVs. They fun. And I really wish we had more premium ones. But this ain't bad. Good job, Obsidian. You made a premium not suck and still be relatively balanced. Good job. I can see why you didn't give this one a missile. So, if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you like some more stuff by Fiaura, please subscribe. If you like to support the channel, you can do so through Patreon. I appreciate every one of my patrons and regularly talk to them, which is kind of interesting. Or you can check out the sponsor at the end of the video, click on the ad, go look at their website, see what they have to offer you. And that click, well, they'll pay me for that. And if you'd like to see the previous Armored Warfare video, it's right there. Go take a look. You might find you enjoy yourself a little bit. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura officially signing out for right now, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye, guys. It was a driver to lose 3 of his toes. After which they tried to use rocket-propelled grenades to actually do some real damage to it, but 14 direct hits and a captured Milan missile later, the crew was alive, safe, and the tank was recovered for repairs.
You slack some duct tape over those scuff marks?
Actually, yeah, it was back into operation 6 hours later.
Yep.
Meanwhile, another Challenger 2 survived without any incident, being hit by 70. Yeah, you heard me, 70 rocket-propelled grenades.
Did they count?
They counted the scorch marks afterwards.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like,